Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's hot. And let me just tell you, it is hot. It's like scary hot. Oh. Hey, Jeff. Oh, so I guess I should announce myself, even though I'm actually melting here in Florida. Hey, I'm Louis Porter Jr., and you're watching Transparency Agenda Daily. In today's episode, maybe I won't pass out to heat stroke to what's going on, but maybe I will. That might make a good video. You never know. Oh, so what an interesting and amazing weekend. Let me talk my non-related work stuff, then I'll get to the work stuff. Let me see, what cool stuff can I say happened? Well, Lucas and I went to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a lot of fun. It was actually a very funny movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought it was amazing. Lucas kept saying, which I think is hilarious, he's like, I'm not sure if I like this. Can we watch Incredibles 2? And a little more context. He'd already seen Incredibles 2 without me, with his summer camp group, which upset me. And I'm like, nope, I'm watching this. We haven't seen this before. This is what we're watching. He's like, it's okay. He liked Incredibles. I guess there's nothing wrong with having good comic book related taste. I'm okay with that. So that was fun. I guess that was a big... And I've been doing some work over the weekend. Oh, that's right. Let me keep everybody, since you all don't know. We got in the first draft for... the Alpha Adventure for Wrath of the Gatekeepers. So that's been done. I've been putting little edits and making comments to Michael about it. So far, so good. I think people who are long-term fans, hey Chris, are long-term fans of New Exodus will be impressed that we've included some fun stuff in there. Well, I mean, if you played the original, you know what happens. So now, this is where we're taking it up from. You can see where you're going to be. I don't want to ruin anything, so I'm trying to keep it very vague. But it is going very well. I cannot wait to see what cool stuff that we add to this. I know some personal stuff I'd like to add to it. I really cannot wait. So, that's a big thing. Oh, something else. I guess since Jeff Lee here is, I think, still watching, I will mention this. We're doing the Killathon book, our big Rhino Men with 4 Arms and the Kilts. That book keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. Because initially, like I said, I guess I didn't tell you to you guys yet. I initially thought it was only going to be like 8 pages. And now we're currently hovering around somewhere around like 22, 23. And I still want to put more stuff in there. So it's like, oh, geez. So we might actually hit even 30 pages with this thing. So... and if, like I said, if we get it day one, we're going to hand that out to all of our donors if we read our goal in day one. And here's my casual segue. So, since we are going to be doing the Kickstarter August 18th, if everybody's wondering when it's going to be, August 18th, we also, kind of cool, are having a digital release party. That's right. So, on the 17th of August, the day before, at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, since the Kickstarter starts at midnight, we're going to have a lovely digital party. We're going to talk about what's going on, what we're doing, what the plans are, and then we're going to go and watch the first couple hours, maybe the first hour of donors and see how it goes. And we're going to probably talk to people, since it's going to be on YouTube, not Facebook. Well, we might do Facebook Live just to have it there, but it mostly will be on YouTube, so you can check it out, see it, the whole deal. We'll answer questions. They'll pop up probably on YouTube, and even on Facebook Live. So if you have questions about the adventure, questions about the actual book, question about what our future plans are, it'll be one of those kind of situations where you can kind of ask us anything. Doesn't mean we're going to respond to anything, but you can ask us, because we're going to talk about it because it's important. Because things are going to pop up, all kinds of crazy things. All kinds of crazy things. Yeah, so that's our that's going to be our digital launch party. And here's a quick little thing. I got inspired to do that because I'm sitting in the comic book store yesterday with Lucas, and they've got this launch party for this newest Spider-Man book they're doing. And I said, geez, I wonder if anyone's ever done a digital launch party for Kickstarter, or we just say it's live and people just come to it. So I said, yeah, that's kind of cool, because this year on this Kickstarter, I'm not doing a video. I thought about doing one. I said about doing it, and I said, you know what? I'm not doing a video, because as I found out in the research, most times people don't play through the entire video. And our last video was I think a minute 30. And I've just come to the conclusion, I don't think people care about the videos. I think they're nice, they're fun, whatever, but I don't think people care enough to go, oh, okay, I think I've talked it up. I'll be talking it up from now, the next month, to everybody I talk to. I'll put stuff online. So I think that should be enough inspiration to get people excited. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I think that, because the fans know how serious I am about this and how serious I'm about doing this, we'll see. We'll see. That'll be kind of cool. So, also, on this weekend, and this is now we're going to transition into the lovely topic of making more money for publishers. So this weekend, because last week, remember, I told everybody that if you had any interest and need some help with some marketing and stuff like that, contact me. I'll do it for free. Whole hoopla. So I got a couple people who wrote me and were asking questions. But two people specifically, I got in touch with them, and we had a great conversation. One of them was actually some guys over in Australia, which we had to take a little bit of coordination to get everybody on at the same time, because I'm of course on the East Coast US, and we are, 14 hours behind Australia. So when it's, let me get this right again. So when it's 10 p.m. my time, it was 10 p.m. Saturday night, it was noon Saturday afternoon for them. So we talked for about, I think it was like an hour or a little bit more than an hour, maybe a little more than an hour, about their company and some ideas. And I was just giving them a lot of just cool ideas, which I found to be interesting and fun. Hey, Pedro, what's going on? See, I should call him Pete, but I'm calling him Pedro because that's what your mama named you. See how evil I am? So, just thinking about cool ideas and stuff like that. And it was really a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed just talking to them in general, and just some of the great information I could give them and they could get back. And it's just kind of, it was kind of interesting, because, you know, when you do this long enough, you forget what it's like to be the person just, you know, starting over, starting fresh, having a clean slate, and just building that initial audience. And these guys really helped me remember that whole aspect, which I really always enjoyed. I've been a big fan of just, you know, grinding out, keep working, keep hustling, keep building from there, and that alone should get you what you need. And these guys specifically, the Mad Looter is the guys in Australia. I remember that very succinctly because I love their name. They are very, very much ahead of the game. They showed me some of the stuff they're planning to release, and, you know, the ideas were solid, but the quality of what they were doing, amazing. I mean, like I said, if I didn't know better, if someone showed it to me, I'd be like, oh, these are like a top tier kind of guys, you know, like top, 20%. These guys are new. They have, like, I think 7 projects planned. And I even told them, I said, hey, wait till you get 12 projects planned, and then release them, bam, 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 2 a month, or every other week, or, you know, whatever a regular status update will be, whatever it might be. And then it gives you some time to work on some other ones, so you can focus on promotion and then writing your other ones. I think that's a good idea. I mean, personally, what I would do if I had them, I give this advice, you know, it's advice. I would start with 12 books, products, whatever. Release release 2 a month for the first 6 months. That's 12 products. But spend the first 3 months just promoting what you're doing. Don't think about adding more content. Don't think about adding more books. None of that. The first 3 months is really about acquiring customers and getting people, getting the word out and getting people more interested in what you're doing. I think it works very well for them. I think it's going to work awesome for them. Because not only were they smart business guys, they had the right look for the product they were making. So I was like, yeah, this should help out. The cover needed a couple things, but nothing like it wasn't like somebody's 5th grade son did something like sketchy and crappy and just crafted out. So isn't this beautiful? And everyone had to say it was beautiful because they didn't have a choice. No, these guys actually spent some money on these covers. They, that's something else we talked about, how to get covers cheap. So it was a really great conversation. I was really, really happy talking to them, and it just got me really inspired. The second one I think was a little more intimate. It was just really kind of a one-on-one, and we were doing it through Skype. Yeah, because I use Discord for the guys in Australia, because apparently the internet in Australia is not very good. Mental note, I didn't know that. So yeah, we use Discord, which is actually very impressive. I really like that a lot. And the other guys we talked via Skype, always good. And like I said, just a lot of good information. I guess they talked about and even just thought about, and it got me kind of inspired. This weekend, I picked up some of the old marketing materials that I have on my bookshelf, so I was looking through some of them. And then I remembered some stuff that I had specifically for PDFs and specifically for RPG Now. Back in 2004 or 5-ish, the guys over at Adamant Entertainment, hey, little dog, I'm just saying hey to him. The guys over at Adamant Entertainment and Ronin Arts did a e-publishing book. It's a e-publishing 101. It's good to look at. I mean, some of the stuff's out of date because, you know, who would have guessed in 2004, 2005 that we'd be where we are in 2018. So there's a lot of information. While it might be dated, some of it's still valid and works still. And a lot of it's about tactics, which I think is the most important thing. I think tactically speaking, they went out of their way to make a really, really good book. And there's good stuff you can use. And like one of the things they talk about, which I've been thinking about lately of doing, which got me interested in, that's like coupons. That's something that you don't see a lot anymore. Back in the early days of PDFs, people were doing like coupon books. And they were making them look like the old style, like coupons you'd get from the grocery store. You know, clip this out, save X amount of dollars. You really don't have to clip anything out. It's just like, go to this, you know, go to the link right here in the PDF. You can get this thing cheaper. And it got me thinking of how that's such a good idea. I mean, the coupon idea is a simple, it's going to be hot for a little bit. It's a simple idea that when executed can really, really, really have a lot of power. I mean, because there's nothing cooler than telling somebody, suppose you're a new company. You have 3 products out. You're about to release your 4th one. Okay? You then put a coupon out to people saying, hey, our new one's going to be coming out in a week, but if you like, here's a coupon to save, 10% on these other 3 that you may, but not everybody picked up every one. That's another thing. That you may or not want, or may not want, it's killer. May or may not have picked up, and you save 10%, 25%, whatever the number is. And you basically make it for a limited time. So basically what you're doing is forcing people to, hey, decide, am I interested? And if I am, I got to put the money out to pick it up. Or am I going to wait, miss the opportunity, and be upset that I missed the opportunity that I could have saved some money? Generally, I think most people are willing to save money all the time. And this is just one of those scenarios that coupons kind of can focus you on that to a quicker pace. And, my idea is actually doing a coupon book every week. Because really, the way, and I see a coupon book, don't think of it really like that. Think of it as a coupon sheet. Like we'll have a coupon, we'll have the whole sheet, it'll be one sheet, one-sided. We'll list like 4 products available that are discounted. And like if you're smart, you pick like 2 products that are like old products. Products that have been selling forever, and just to get them a little more attention and just revive some more extra sales. Because these products have already paid for themselves, you're like, okay, get a little more interest on these old boys. Man, it is super hot now. It is like, whew, super hot. Oh, thank you, shade. Plus, give me a second to wear that lawnmower. So, like on a 4 coupon book, I would have 2 coupons that are old. I say coupons are old. 2 old products that are old, like at least 5 years old. And the remaining 2, one would be for a product within the last 6 months. The other would be like the last 2 years. Because it's new. Ooh, somebody's smoking that ganja out here. Jeez. Get lung cancer like that. So, why it won't, like I said, it's not about making tons of money. It's about spurring old sales. And as we talked about before, the long tail of sales, the more you sell, the more you sell. So, it's a great way to get people excited about something. And if you could do like, maybe a product that's like, say it's an old product of yours, that you've had it for 5 years plus, but you have a $5, $6, $7 price tag on it. Well, put it for $2. You know, $2. That will definitely, spider web, that will definitely spur someone to be excited about, like, oh, that's a good price. And if you're really good, you know, for sale now for this price, regular price, and show them the regular price, but that's important. Because they need to compare. They need some kind of way to compare. And if you tell somebody, hey, $2 for this thing, when it's normally $6.99, they'll probably pick it up. They'll be like, hey, that's an easy win. I can pick that up and be good. That's a lot of money to save. Hey, squirrel. It's very weird today. There's a lot of squirrels and lizards on the ground. A lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, I think it's a great way to get people inspired to buy stuff. And if you do it really cool, you do, and you have it for 7 days. You put it out on, you put it out Friday or Saturday, Friday or Saturday, runs the 7 days, and then you stop. You put the new one up. You can keep doing this over and over and over. You basically have the product listed on RPG Now as a free product, like our free coupon book. And anytime you update it, you then take a picture of the actual coupon, or as a screenshot, well, not screenshot, or as a JPEG. You put it online, you email it to people, and you connect it right back to the PDF they actually would buy from. So it's like, hey, look at the stuff we're saving on. Click here to get your free savings on this. Boom. Even better, the part they don't want to tell you, but this is the important part. You got to get them to download it. See, here's the hint. Most people just send it out to people, whatever, boom. They get the coupon, they buy the product, they don't buy the product. If you do this as a PDF, like I'm suggesting, and this is for RPG Now and Drive-Thru, and this is specifically for this reason, you get people who will sign up automatically to your email list that you can market to directly. Now, you can do the same thing at your own website. It's not like you can't do it there. I'm just saying it's easier to get people to buy at RPG Now, because once they bought one, there's other suggestions for them to buy. And if they might have something that's already in the thing, like, oh, I don't think it's enough money for me to spend to get something out. Oh, here you go. This is the thing that pushes you over. Now, you can do it off your own website, which you can even do a bigger discount, but I don't think you get as many people as you would with RPG Now. I could be wrong, but, take it with a grain of salt. I think there's ways to handle it. That's the way I would handle it. But that's me. There's no wrong way to do this. I said, I wish that more companies, and this is the part that, I get it, but I don't get it. I wish that more companies would give you access to the email addresses you bring into them on interest in your product. That's the cool thing. Being able to market directly to my customer at RPG Now, it gives me a lot of strength. Like, for example, we just put out an email to everybody who bought our stuff for 5e. We were saying, hey, if you bought us stuff for 5e, come check out our newest release. It's X amount of dollars, yada, yada, yada. And that's kind of what we did. It's very simple, very easy. But, I didn't send it to thousands of people. I sent it to the hundreds of people who picked up the product. These people are already interested. They've already picked up the product. Or the other products, at least. That being, they might be directly interested in this. So I can focus my marketing directly to that. That's something they do very well. Like I said, I wish and hope that the other companies would do that, but they don't. And I always think that's the crazy thing. It's like, look, if I'm selling product at your website and you're getting the customers that I'm bringing in because of the product, shouldn't I be able to sell directly to these people and get them more interested in the products I have? Because what if I do that, I most likely will make more money and you'll make more money. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen like at all, which I never get that, but okay. I just think it's a good way to make more money for both of us. That's something else. I'm going to segue this one kind of cool. So I'm looking online. Somebody put up this cool, I guess I call it a miniatures company. They did boats. They did cutouts for boats. And they did them so you can move them around, like really cool. Tabletop games? No. Tabletop, I just saw that. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to remember. When I find it, I'll put the link up. But tabletop something. They did this cool boat I thought was really cool. So I started researching more about these guys. They do virtual tabletop images. And what the lead guy, I guess he's a 3D guy, that's what the description was. He had a picture of this map. And it's a virtual tabletop map. But what made it awesome was he had a river in the actual map. But the river was flowing. the actual river was digitally flowing the water like it was like a regular river. And what he did was even more cool. He put sound effects in the background to make it sound like running water. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. And I just happened to see a couple he did. He had like 3 videos up on YouTube. I was just like, wow, this guy's pretty amazing. So I reached out to them, since we need maps for Wrath of the Gatekeepers. I'm thinking maybe if this guy's thing works out, maybe we'll do a deal with him. I'll pay him some money. He'll do some cool maps. They'll be digitally moving. I can sell them on lots of different places. People who are in virtual tabletops will like this for their product. So there's a lot of win going on there, a lot of super win. So I'm hoping we can get that pulled off today. If he writes me back, I mean, he might be busy, but I'm hoping that we can make a deal. Because I think that it's kind of cool. I think a lot of people are doing a lot more virtual tabletops than I thought was happening. And even with that, I was like, you know what? It's cool to have a map that's useful as paper. But if you are going to do virtual tabletop, here's your tabletop, here's your stuff. To even add the animation and the sound to it, that's a brilliant move. Because I think that's kind of eventually where we're going to be moving to anyway. This combination of augmented reality plus board plus digital tabletop plus regular tabletop. It'll be a weird mishmash of things, especially the augmented reality stuff. I think you'll have like monsters that will pop up to face your guys. You can see them, and I think that could be really a huge thing if they get that together. Because the tech with that, I think the tech is already there, but it's just like finalizing the tech and getting it to be cheap. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't like to have a digital version of a character they created? A digital version of like Hero Forge. Who wouldn't think that's a good idea? And that would cost pennies. It's like, it's a digital one, it's pennies. Or maybe they trade you, information for something else. Like if you give them your name, your address, you get one free one, or 20% off or 50% off your next purchase of one. And make sure the freaking thing doesn't cost more than like 99 cents or 25 cents. Make it straight digital. If you can make it digital and cheap, like 25 cents, and then bundle them, I don't know, 10 for $2. 25 cents each, 10 for $2. Boom. There you go. But it's really all you have to do. If you're a 3D guy, assume you have to build it one time, make sure all the joints are attached like they should be so they can move, and just change the bodies out. This bigger body, still same skeleton, same thing. And I think that someone's going to make a lot of money on that. I think someone's going to make a stinking lot of money on that. Well, now that I think about it. But yeah, you put that together, Well, there you go. There's the great idea. So, somebody take that idea, run with it, make some money, come back, hook me up so I can do some cool stuff, and we'll go and do more stuff. See, it's that simple. You just got to sit down and think about it, talk about stuff out. Just really spend some time assessing what the real problem is, and not the fake problem of, I need to just make more money. It's got to be more than that. What problem are you solving for the customer you're trying to get in touch with? You solve their problem, you'll make more money. I mean, it is that level of simple. It just is. Ugh. All right, I'm almost done. It's been a very hot day, hot walk. I don't know why it's so hot today, but it is. I'm gonna go inside and try to cool down. Get myself some water. I just realized my water bottle is frozen at the bottom of our work freezer. Just thought about that. These things happen sometimes. All right. Well, you all have a good day. I'll see you on Wednesday. Oh, by the way, for everybody who may or may not know, this Saturday is Florida SuperCon. So I'm going to be at that, probably shooting some video, shooting some stuff at random. So don't be surprised if you see me go live on Saturday. I'm hoping to get maybe an interview or two and ask a bunch of questions and see if I can ask some really good questions. Like Howard Chaykin is going to be there, who I believe is like one of my favorite writers. I think he understands writing better than most people. Plus, he's worked in the TV field, even though it was 20 years ago. Well, 25 years ago. He still understands the process, and he's had shows on TV. So he at least understands the mindset. Even if it might be old, it's still knowledge we can use to do cool stuff. Whew. Gotta go to the kitchen today, get that water bottle. All right, that's it. You all have a lovely day, and I will talk to you on Wednesday. See you later.